Hello, this is Eric with PowerBoom, and I had somebody ask me, how do you synchronize the P1200 firing system to music? As you can see right here. Now, right off the bat, the P1200 is not a scripted firing system. It actually is a manual system that you'll have to press 1 through 12. Now, to do this, all you're going to need is really a computer or some type of media playing device. You're going to need, of course, the P1200, obviously, you know that, and then you want to have your playlist. What I like to do is I like to use Windows Media Player to get everything started. And you're going to be responsible to put your music together, so grab those on Amazon.com or iTunes and whatnot and put your music together. So once you have your music all in order, you can see here I have mine in order the way I want it to, but once you have it in order, the next thing is to synchronize it really to your P1200 to music. And when I say synchronize, it's to say quote unquote to synchronize. But what I like to do is I like to use Microsoft Excel. As you can see here, my first column just represents the title of my song. Second column represents just the order of the song. So really not that super important, but it kind of keeps track of it. If you want to combine those in one, that's fine. But these three columns right here, time, bank, and queue, are really important. The first column, which is my time, and you can see here at 10 seconds that's when I actually could see here at 10 seconds that's when I actually fire my first cue. So what I do is the computer is on a table in front of me. This is actually physically printed out on paper, and then what I do at 10 seconds is I talk to my son who's sitting next to me, the person sitting next to you, and you say, okay, go ahead and fire cue number 1, and he will press number 1 for you. So it works really well when you have two people. So it's really straightforward. You just, at the time, the bank, and the cue. So again, we have our time, our bank, and our cue are really important. And you can see here at each of these particular sequence in the song, it always resets to 0 for the next song. In this particular case on Windows Media Player, we can see at 10 seconds, 15, and 20. And that is, again, I just tell the person next to me to fire those cues. Now, this option over here as well, if you want to, is just a little bit of details of the actual product so you know what's going off, so when you know what to expect. So when I say, you know, press cue number 4, I should have 2 Cremoras going off at that time. If it doesn't, then, you know, you can either move on or whatnot. You just know that didn't work, and then you can move on to the next one at 45 seconds in this particular case. So you have a little cue sheet list. And then you see, you scroll down, we go to the next song at 13 seconds. We're in still in 0, 0. I press number 8, or I have the person next to me, excuse me, pressing number 8. And then he will press and then 8 aerial barrage will go off when he presses number 8. And then we have our list on and on and on. It goes down, and you can have your grand finale in there as well. So that's how you synchronize it, if you will, to music. Pretty straightforward, really not a lot of complexity to it, but it works. You'll be surprised how well it works for the P1200. So again, I recommend having 2 people to do it, having somebody next to you. And like I said, I use a computer for this one, but if you wanted to plug it into your phone, I guess that would work too, or a tablet or some other device as well. That should work fine as well. But what you really need, the key is you need to have something on your screen that's going to tell you when the seconds, the timer as the song goes through this. So that's pretty important. I know sometimes on your phones that number might be smaller to see, so I had no problem seeing this for a particular show I have. But again, if you have any questions or comments or any thoughts about this, please let us know. But hopefully that helps. It works really well. I was really pleased how my show turned out. So thanks a lot for watching, and light up the sky.